This question is for those moms whose children possibly have difficulty hearing. Okay, so I'm going to answer the question of two moms here. One of them has a child that has a cochlear implant. She wants to know how to make the child to imitate sounds, and the child is 2. And the other child is 3, 0 words, diagnosed with partial hearing loss, has a hearing aid that the child does not want to keep on. Mom wants to know if there's a way to know the hearing loss is truly contributing to the speech delay. So basically, to answer to that is hearing loss absolutely may contribute to a speech delay. What happens is, even if the child hears certain sounds and you know they're responding to a fire truck outside and they're hearing a whisper or somebody unlocking the door, you don't know whether they hears at all different frequencies of sounds, and there are many. Okay, certain sounds like sh or j or z, they're of particular frequency that a lot of children, specifically with hearing loss, just do not hear. Okay, so you may not even know this, realize this, until the child already starts speaking with a hearing aid, and they're not really wearing a hearing aid. You're kind of just, it's okay. And then they start putting words together, and they're missing these sounds. It's possible that they haven't been hearing these sounds at all, but hearing others. So yes, the child needs to wear a hearing aid. Talk to the doctor about maybe getting a different type of a hearing aid, that the one they can't pull out. Think of any options you can utilize to get them to wear it. It's hard, I understand. Meanwhile, how do you get the child to imitate general sounds if they have a hearing loss, or if you're suspecting they have a hearing loss? So if you're suspecting, please go to an audiologist. Audiologist is a specialist that can formally test the child's hearing. It's AUDIOLOGIST, audiologist. It's a specialist, okay? They take the child into a soundproof booth, and if the child is not old enough, they don't need to raise their hand. They have different like cartoons or different like toys in the corners of the room, and they put on they make these characters make different sounds, or the video comes out with the sounds, and if the child looks in the right direction, they've heard that sound of that particular frequency. That's how the audiologist tests hearing. But they have a machine that can go from one little frequency to the other sequentially. How do you get them to imitate sounds when you know that they hopefully hear you? Okay, you got to get it as visual as possible. So they got to be looking at you all the time whenever you're producing any sounds at all. Try to get them to copy you. You start with simple sounds like and ooh and e, and the visuals like m and b and d and t. Okay, and before they imitate sounds, they need to imitate actions. I did a few videos. Just look at the videos I have before, how to get them to imitate actions, because they will not imitate sounds if they don't yet imitate actions. That's the progression. The sounds you start with are the first 6 early developing sounds, and just write them down. They're the m, b, p, n, d, and h. Okay, so those would be the sounds you start with. And I would definitely facilitate the use of sign language with these children who have a diagnosed hearing loss. And even if they don't, sign language has been deemed very useful in teaching kids that don't speak enough to communicate. And it does not mean that once they start signing the word, more, they will never say the word more. It's not true. So, in fact, it could help them to get to the word more by first communicating it with a gesture, through sign language. And you keep in mind that you're still always using the word more with the gesture. You're not just using silently. You're always saying more. So whenever they're ready to imitate sounds, they're going to imitate you, right? But it's okay to start with sign language with children that do not hear. There are a lot of programs online. You can look up signs online. Just Google American Sign Language signs, and then start with the simple ones for eat, for drink, for more, for give me. and you start with those, and you focus on the ones that start, the signs that start with the simplest sounds, the ones that I just went over, the 6 basic sounds, okay? That would be the way to go. If you have any further questions, please comment below and I'll answer, okay? Take care.